All right, good evening, everybody. It's good to be here. Uh, I think we should quickly talk about the graduate record examination, GRE, Gmat, and math tests, Waiver. It's interesting to know that some institutions, because of the impact of COVID-19, have been waiving these tests. And also, another thing I've discovered is a lot of people have been having issue applying to some schools abroad, maybe in Europe, in Canada, in the US, just because of these graduate tests. And because some of these schools are competitive, the schools place all these tests in position of getting the best students for their courses. And these tests are put in place to test your analytical, writing, quantitative, and verbal reading skills. So these are the things, these skills, these tests are there to judge and to be sure you are the right and the best candidate for the program. But there is no doubt of the fact that these examinations are so hard for some people, and some people find it expensive. It's not really hard for them, but some find it expensive. But because of the impact of COVID-19, a lot of universities have been waiving this test. So this video is just to give us the idea how we can get the waiver. The first thing is, by the time you get to the admission page of any school you want to apply to, just look at the requirement for the program. I think it will be well stated here that, okay, this program has been waived. I mean, this test has been waived, that test has been waived. It's not only this, we have a lot of the English tests also, TOEFL and IELTS exam being waived as well. So you will see it on the page of the graduate school admission fees, and if it's not found there, another thing you can do is to message or write a mail, send a mail to the admission office director or whoever you can send it to, that, okay, I've been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, so I need a waiver for this. I just want to confirm if the waiver is available. They will definitely give it to you if it's available. But in case it's not available in the school you choose, I've been able to get some schools that are still waiving. I will have got more than this, and I know we still have a lot of them, but because of the time I couldn't do much. Another thing is, majority of the school have ended their admission for the 2021 fall and spring semester. So that is why. But if you have a particular school in mind, you can just go directly, like I've mentioned, to the admission page and send them a message. Let them know you are interested in getting it. All right, the first school I will be checking from here is the University of Alabama. If you go to the graduate school page, like I mentioned, it is written here that in response to COVID-19, most admission test scores, GRE, GMAT, MAT, MCAT, have been waived for spring, summer, and fall 2021. So that is for graduate school of the University of Alabama. So if you are interested, you can check their courses and some other things. If they have your course, you can actually get that done from there. Then another one is the Auburn University. Auburn University. Let's check what they have to say about that too. All right. Auburn University has a COVID-19 test called waivers as well. So in response to COVID-19, the Auburn University Graduate School has made temporary changes to testing requirement through fall 2021. So if the admission is still intact, if they are still taking students, be sure they will get you. But I think there's another clause there, maybe we can just go through. I think some programs are still expecting you to get the test. Okay, so for this one, aerospace engineering is optional, and a lot of them, okay, for this one is encouraged. So for those courses that still need GRE, you see it will be noted there, like this one is optional, this one is encouraged. You can just check through everything. I think it will be there. Then another university I want us to look at is the University of Alabama in Huntsville. University of Alabama in Huntsville. I think they also have a kind of form you need to fill. Let's see. Yeah. So they are waiving GRE, Gmat, and Math waiver. So this is a kind of a PDF form that you need to download. So by the time you are applying for your courses, you upload it as part of your documents. So University of Alabama in Huntsville. So we can check that out too. The most important thing is just quickly go to their admission page and check if they have your program. If they actually have, feel free to get in touch with them. And I think another thing for that university, let's look at another page for that University of Alabama in Huntsville. Yeah, in response to COVID-19, admission test calls for the GRE, GMAT, and MAT have been waived until fall 2021. So it's also stated here. This is the graduate of his admission page. Okay, let's see. University of Memphis. I think that's another university where we can check if the University of Memphis also has it in place. Limited time offers. We are waiving standardized test requirement, GRE, GMAT for many of our graduate programs. See the list of participating programs below. So you can just check through the list, look at the schools, College of Arts and Sciences, and look at all of them. Check your program if they are waiving it. But generally, the school has put that in place. It's not left for the program director or the admission committee to say, okay, we still want to have a program, our GRE test submitted from the students. So, but just get in touch and you might definitely get yourself a chance there. Let's see, Kent University. It's another one. Kent State University, sorry. Kent State University also, in light of the COVID-19 pandemic, GRE testing has temporarily been waived. So that's another school. You might need to check all the programs waiving it. These are the programs here. So if your program is included, feel free to apply to the school if you're having issue writing your tests. Then another one is Princeton University. Princeton University Graduate School. I think they too, they are having something like that. Yeah. The Graduate School of Princeton also, many of the departments in the school have their GRE requirements for the fall 2021 admission application waived. So you can check that also and see if your program is included. Okay. All right. So there is no information about that. Let's see another school, Bowling State University. Bowling State University. Let's check their requirements too concerning the waiver. Okay, this is the graduate school page. Due to COVID-19, BGSU is temporarily waiving the GRE and GMAT requirement for all applicants to any of the university's graduate certificate and master's degree program through fall 2021. So you can also check that out. Bowling Green State University. I hope they have the course you want to study. If you're having challenge writing, then let's see, University of Mississippi. I think they also have that in place. All right, admission during COVID-19. Let's check where the information is. All right, information about the University School support for, okay, let's go down and check. All right, I think waived test requirements for fall 2021. So these ones, they waived GRE. Okay, I think they waived GRE. But for this school, I think you can just get in touch with them because some of them, I think one of them is marked not available. Okay, not available here means this department, engineering and mechanical, okay, engineering, mechanical, Master of Science and PhD. It's not available. The waiver is not available for them. So if you are applying to that course, you need to write GRE for that course. Let's see if there is any other course. But I think every other course is waiving it. Okay. So that is for the University of Mississippi. Let's see 2 or 3 other schools. I think I have Allen School's Professional Master's Program of University of Washington. University of Washington. This is a school from the university, like a college from the University of Washington. But I so much believe that there are other programs in the school that will also be waiving it. This one is for computer science and engineering. So in response to current restriction created by the COVID-19 health crisis, the professional master's program has temporarily waived the GRE requirement. So I think this is straightforward, even for the engineering school. So if the engineering school can waive these, I think all other departments that are not really particular about tests should waive it as well. So you can easily get in touch with them, and I think some of their deadlines are still intact. Okay, application deadline, autumn, November, February 1, like this one is February 1, I think. So you can just check through. All right, I think we should take one more because I don't want to waste our time. The next one and the last one is the University of Florida. University of Florida. Let's see what they have. The University of Florida also has the waiver for COVID-19. Okay. Temporary COVID-19 emergency admission exam waiver. So, due to current admission exam test, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Waiving the GRE, Gmat, and FE requirement for the applicant seeking fall 2020, spring 2021, summer ABC 2021, and fall. So it still extends to fall and summer 2021. We've exceeded the deadline for, we've gone beyond the deadline for spring already. So whatever we are checking now should be for summer and fall. So this school is still taking that. If you check your program and it's still intact, they are still collecting application, feel free to send to this school. And I just checked their application fee. I think it's very cheap. I don't know. For others, $30. So that is all from here for the schools waiving the GRE, math, and GMAT exam. Like I mentioned at the beginning, these are just like 10 schools. Yeah, I just gave you like 10 schools. But if you are really interested in other schools, feel free to get in touch. I always emphasize this. Feel free to get in touch with the admission director. Talk to them about whatever you are in need of. If they feel they need to give it to you, they will definitely give it out. So let's not hesitate to do that. So, and if you have any other school you have in mind, maybe you need my assistance just to help you check, feel free to get in touch. And if you need the link the links to all these schools, like these 10 schools, feel free to get in touch in inbox. I will send it to you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.